January 2026, an extraordinary consistory at the Vatican. Every cardinal receives a document from Cardinal Arthur Roche, prefect of the Dicastery for Divine Worship. Its purpose? To defend Traditionis Custodes, to argue the traditional Latin Mass must give way, to declare we cannot go back. Time ran out at the consistory. The document wasn't discussed. But now, one of the world's foremost liturgical scholars has analyzed it point by point. His verdict is devastating. Dom Alcuin Reid, a Benedictine monk whose doctoral work was prefaced by Joseph Cardinal Ratzinger, has released a systematic critique. His words are not gentle. First, history. Roche's document invoked Pope St. Pius V's quo primum, claiming it demanded only one rite for celebrating the Mass. Dom Alcuin calls this gravely intellectually dishonest. Why? Because quo primum explicitly exempted rites with more than 200 years of legitimate practice. The Ambrosian rite, the Mozarabic rite, all continued. Roche omitted this entirely. Next, the document claims organic development. Dom Alcuin draws a distinction. Organic development is gradual growth. What happened after Vatican II was disproportionate positivist intervention, authority imposing change from above, unknown in the Western Rite until the 20th century. Then the claim that reform was based on accurate theological, historical, and pastoral investigation. Dom Alcuin's response? Embarrassing in the extreme. He cites Eucharistic prayer too, promoted as based on the earliest Roman anaphora. In reality, it's the construct of faulty mid-20th century scholarship, theologically edited according to the zeitgeist of the mid-1960s and imposed on the Church. The most painful section addresses results. The Reformed liturgy failed to usher in the new springtime in the life of the Church with which it was marketed. The statistics back him. A 2025 study examined religious attendance in 66 countries over decades. Conclusion: Vatican II triggered a decline in worldwide Catholic Mass attendance relative to other denominations. Monthly attendance dropped an average of 4 percentage points more per decade than in Protestant countries. In the U.S., priests flatlined in 1965 and plummeted around 1985, even as the Catholic population exploded. The most visible change was the liturgy. Dom Alcuin writes that the document lacks intellectual honesty and displays a woeful ignorance of liturgical history. It lacks pastoral outreach and generosity, replacing it with rigidity that clings to a very narrow vision. His conclusion stuns. That this document bears the name of the prefect renders it nothing less than a scandal. If it is the work of his prefect, he should consider his position. If it is the work of his staff, he should consider their positions also. The document returns for discussion in late June 2026. By then, the SSPX will either suspended their July 1st consecrations or proceeded. The liturgical question will not disappear. Dom Alcuin's final words: this document is not a profound theological inquiry. It is little more than shallow propaganda and should be set aside as such. The College of Cardinals, indeed the Church, most especially her faithful, deserve far better.